Hey guys, this is Dave from Clear One Orlando, and today I'm going to show you how to be more consistent with your backhand cross court dink. Let's get started. Right, so the key to make sure that you have a consistent dink is to have less moving parts. And to do that, what I do is I lock my wrist, and I keep this wrist locked throughout the whole motion. Right, so even when I slice the ball, just push the ball, short dinks, deep dinks, and even when I attack from the kitchen line, I will keep this wrist in the same lock position. It keeps my moving parts to a minimum, and it also disguises what kind of shot I'm going to hit from my opponent. Right, the reason I do that is for consistency. It also disguises what kind of shot I'm going to hit. Right, so the less moving parts I have, the less error I'm going to make. And because the backhand cross-court dink is a very tough shot for most beginner to intermediate players, you want to limit the amount of error and movement with your hands. So just keep this wrist nice and locked, and it's just going to be one motion with your arm. Another very key point to keep in mind is movement. You have to get into position to make sure that you have the best angle to dink from. Right, so movement is very important. You always want to move laterally sideways. You don't want to cross your legs or cross your feet, and you always want to move back to the center. That way you can cut off and put pressure on your opponent. You can cut off any higher floaters from them. And also sometimes, the pros will move right back to the tee to kind of bait, an angled dink from the opponent to where they might be able to get an ATP and win a point that way. Right, another very great tip is to flare out your left foot. That will just help you get your hip in the right position to make sure that you can cover the ball from the back and it doesn't get behind you. All right, always make sure that you are well balanced and you have a sturdy base. So bend the knees, get in an athletic position, bend from the hips, and make sure that you have your weight evenly distributed on your feet. And then you can move side to side very quickly, very balanced, and make sure you have the best opportunity to get the ball before it gets behind you. Always try to see the paddle in your peripheral vision. Once it's out, your stroke gets too long, and that's when you are prone to make an error. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the tip. If you like it, please hit subscribe, hit the like button, and leave us a comment. Thank you.